Hey guys, sup, Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. I know not everyone is going to enjoy a Sylvan deck profile. Now, if you hear what sounds to be a geyser, that is my heater. It's old, and that's what it does in the background. Just kind of ignore that. Just in case you hear that little, like, kind of noise in the back, that's what you're hearing. Because it is 4 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm too excited, blah, blah, blah. Long story short. This is post-Primal Origins. This is my take on Sylvans. Um, I had to learn a lot about the deck, and I started by going back to what we have now in Legacy and then building upon from there because, honestly, I don't want to slap a deck and just throw it up on the council, to say, hey, look what I did. I believe someone requested this deck, and as per all requests, I try to get to every single one that is at least tier 3. Not to sound the wrong way, I try to make it playable for you guys to enjoy, so... And this also helps the people who like the more competitive edge decks instead of just the fun Blue Eyes decks. And we are bringing those back starting April. Just want to let you guys know Mikey is actually putting a lot of work to that. And he is live streaming on his, I think it's like True Hatred or something like that on Twitch. I'm going to leave a link down below. And every Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m. New York City time, he'll be live streaming for the council because we can't really live stream on our internet connection. And my traveling just doesn't allow it. But at some point in time in the future, that's something we do want to do. But you can watch him live stream. I will appear on air maybe once every so often. I don't know. I may just make an appearance. And it'll be a lot of decks that will be in testing phase. So it's an opportunity to see something and help a council member out. So definitely check out his stream. But here we go. We have 3 Sylvan Hermit Tree. I'm just gonna say it that way because I don't know how to say these names. 2 Sylvan Sages. These are level 7 trees. These cards are Saki. Enough said. 1 Sylvan Fairy Lotus. This basically allows you to recycle everything when he's, I want to say mill, but when he's revealed, it allows you, to do it once he's in the graveyard. He hits that graveyard just like a Lightsworn. 2 Flower Knights. Not a big fan of Flower Knight, but you know what? It's needed in the deck because you can basically just stack your deck, and then that's the whole point. You always got to be thinking ahead. The Breeze Dragon just in here for the Black Rose Dragon play, pretty much. Once in a blue moon, you can make Scrap Dragon off of it, but I haven't really made Scrap Dragon too often off the Breeze Dragon, so it's just in there mainly as tech for the Black Rose Dragon play to basically just start the field over again and do everything from there. The 3 Marshall Leaf, this is pretty standard because when it's basically pod duality, milled, it's like a, it says it right on the card. Basically when it's like sent to the graveyard by its little pod duality effect, because I like saying mill, but Konami doesn't believe in mill no more, it gets to destroy monsters, so that's pretty standard. And the Shroom gets to destroy a spell or trap. You only run 2 because if you do draw these guys, you can't really be milling them off, and you have to basically set them, use their effects that way. And this guy, you can only you only really want to set him to get that, and then he's going to be popped, so he's not that useful. But he's good for what he does, and that's why we run 2. But there's also Toon Lone Fire. Any plant deck is going to be running Lone Fire without question. We have Spore. We have 3 Sylvan Peacekeeper. Because in a way, this is, well, pretty much it is the Monster Reborn of the deck. And then it's 1. You'll find this in the Legacy of the Valiant Deluxe Edition if you pull it out. This is basically when it's milled off, you get special 1 level 1 plant from your deck. And most of the time you want to go copy plant, copy the level 8 or copy the level 7 and go into just a straight freaking rank 7, rank 8 play. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish, 3 Sylvan Charity. There is a reason it's called Sylvan Charity. It's like Graceful Charity, but for Sylvans. And it's dumb, it's awesome, it's amazing. If you play Sylvans, you love this card. 2 MST, I didn't feel 3 was needed. 3, Miracle Fertilizer, this card is just the nuts. I mean, seriously, you give up your normal summon, fine, whatever. But you get to special summon, and knowing how Sylvan stack, and the field card lets you stack, and the track card allows you special, you're not really losing much from that. Trust me, you are really not losing much. Early on, it's not going to help you, but by turn 2, turn 3, this card is alive like a mofo. And then we have 3 of the field cards because, honestly, I didn't want to run Terraforming in the deck. And the other problem was when only running 2 fields, sometimes I didn't get it. So I risked a little bit of a dead draw for the 3 for extra sacky plays. That's just it. That's just my answer to that. The 1 Torrential Tributes, the Sylvan Blessing, the 1 Compulse, and the 2 Phoenix Chain. All preference in the trap lineup, but that's just the way I like it. Extra deck is Star Eater, Lio, Guardian Beast of the Great, Guard Beast of the Great Tree, sorry, or Leo, however you want to pronunciate that. Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon, Black Rose, DeLorean, because you can actually make DeLorean in this deck, and it's pretty funny. So basically, level 3 Spore and 1 Marsh Leaf, and you can just do whatever you like with him. I like him though. And then we have 2 Felgrand. Because Felgrand is, like, I think it's pretty obvious the deck does not run Effect Veiler, so this gives not only protection to your field setup, but it basically allows you to say, no, you don't get your effect today. It's a walking breakthrough skill, so definitely you want to run it. This is the Sylvan rank 8 Exceed. It's extremely good. It's a big, bulky 3200 defense, and not only does it have a Brionesque effect, Brionac, esque effect, but it also carries with it the Sylvan power, which is you get to declare 1 card, you call it right, then you add it to your hand. Otherwise, it gets sent to the graveyard and you detach 1 Exceed and target 1 card in the field and place that target either the top or the bottom of the deck, sort of like Chidori. So basically, what I like to do is call it wrong because I stack my deck, and then that's what basically Sylvans do. I like to stack my deck. Call it wrong, purposely get it. Now, some of you may not agree with this. I prefer 2. It's just testing phase right now with the 2. I mean, you could run Leviair. I decided not to run Leviair and ran the Alley card. I may switch it. I'm not fully sure. We're close to the end of the format, so I pretty much closed shop on testing this deck, and I'm trying to get out as many decks as I can done with testing. But this build was really solid. The Wind Up Zen mains, the Big Eye, the Drago Sack, you can't forget those. The Alley card, it's a little bit like when you first think about Alley card, you're like outside of Ghost Tricks, but it destroys back row, and back row will get in the way sometimes. So this is definitely a nice option to have. I mean, Leviair is basically just combo based, and the only time you really need a combo base that is banished out is usually Spores. So there's not really a high use for Leviair in the deck. And that was my reasoning behind that. But if you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe for more, leave a like and a comment. And I will catch you next video. I'm ready for the accounts of more deck profiles to come and more requests to come. If you have a deck request, leave it in the comments below. Message it to me on Facebook or hit me up on PM. Your preference. Just if you inbox it to me, remember that YouTube makes it hard to find it, and just let me know that you inboxed it. Thanks. Peace. Next video.